King Shuddhodana became increasingly worried as he got to see the transformed, thoughtful, and sad Prince Siddhartha, especially when all the other boys of his age were making merry with sport, dance, and other enjoyable activities of the rich. It made the king recall what the holy man, as it had predicted at the birth of the prince, that Siddhartha would one day either become a great and noble king or an equally great sannyasi. The father did not want the second option to become true, nor did he want his beloved son to snap ties with his father and the rest of the family to take up an austere life of a hermit. He decided to make every possible move to help the young prince lead a more worldly life again instead of being immersed in deep thought all the time. The king built 3 beautiful palaces for the prince, each furnished with every comfort he would think of and to be lived in accordance to the different seasons of the year, namely spring, summer, and winter. Siddhartha certainly will not be able to resist this novelty. The change of palace every few months will be a good distraction for the young lad, thought the king. The next action taken by the king was done in great secrecy, known only to a very few and trusted aides. He made sure that Prince Siddhartha never came face to face with sorrow of any kind. The ruler had seen how a few starved farmers toiling in the rice fields had upset the prince so much enough to drive him into the deep and sad thought for many days. People in the royal court were ordered not to allow any sight of pain or disease, old age, or death come before the prince. This, of course, was without the knowledge of the young Siddhartha. The prince was discouraged from going out into the village where the ordinary subjects lived with their day-to-day woes. Shuddhodana hoped that this way the grooming of his son to ascend the throne after him could go on without any obstacle, without the sensitive mind of the prince wondering whether it was fair and right for him to spend such a life of ease and comfort when there were so much suffering among the people. Finally, in what the king thought to be a master stroke, he decided to look for a bride for his gentle-hearted son. Immersed in ties of marriage, domestic life, and eventually a family of his own, Siddhartha, the king reckoned, would never think of renunciation at all. Around the same time, news reached Shuddhodana that the neighboring king Dandapani Suprabuddha was holding a Swayamvara for his lovely daughter, Prince Yashodhara.